Well, hello and welcome to the video. Today we're talking about an interesting topic. It's about Verizon's acquisition of Yahoo and whether that was a good deal or not. We're going to find out pretty quick here, and I'm going to be honest with you. It's probably the answer that you think it is. So anyways, let's jump right in. Basically, first off, we should just look at the details. In the year 2015, right in May, Verizon acquired a company called, let's see here, it is Oath Incorporated, which is the parent company of Yahoo and AOL. They bought it for $4.4 billion. They acquired it in May 2015. And it was a big thing that Verizon wanted to do. They wanted to diversify, just in the same way that AT&T purchased DirecTV to try to, get in more people's houses, to try to separate off into different markets. Verizon was trying to do the same thing by using, the Yahoo media arm of it. It closed right after they decided to do that. Now, I think we should just jump right into an article that I tracked down. It's from NBC News. Right at the top here, I'll put it on screen there. It is Verizon takes $4.6 billion hit on AOL and Yahoo acquisition. So that's a little bit higher than the number I announced before. That's because we're counting in not just Yahoo, we're talking AOL as well. Verizon's roll-up strategy combining Yahoo and AOL has not panned out the way it expected. And right away in the beginning, I just want to throw out there that I think it's kind of funny that in the year 2015, Verizon thought that they were going to be able to pan this out. For those of you that remember 2015, was Yahoo anywhere near the top of the list? Was it anywhere near, listed as like a competitive company that could compete with something like Google, with Google's media arm? I don't think so, but let's just jump right into it. It's a pretty short article, so we'll just go through. Verizon's roll-up strategy, same thing. It hasn't panned out the way that they expected it. Verizon has spent around $10 billion to acquire both Yahoo and AOL. They merged them under the Oath Incorporated company, operating division, but the internet media business isn't performing as well as Verizon originally expected. Well, $10 billion is not a small amount of money, and I'm not surprised that those companies have not been able to make it back. Has anyone practically used AOL in a sentence in the past 10 years? And on Tuesday, Verizon said it expects to record a non-cash goodwill impairment charge of approximately $4.6 billion in the end of 2018. That represents the elimination of nearly the entire goodwill balance of $4.8 billion that Verizon was carrying on its balance sheet for the Oath acquisitions. In accounting, goodwill reflects the value of intangible assets of an acquired entity. So essentially what they're saying here, this is kind of money that Verizon had slated. This goodwill money is money that Verizon had ready to roll that they could throw into the company in case it ran into problems or in case they needed to kind of represent some sort of trade between the companies. Verizon has that money right there and on a table waiting to inject it into AOL or Yahoo in case they need it or in case a trade is made. But what they're saying here is Verizon has injected all of that money into the companies because they're not doing well. Verizon's media business, branded Oath, has experienced increased competitive and market pressures throughout 2018 that have resulted in lower than expected revenues and earnings. Well, what's funny is, sure, it's more competitive now, but these companies were not in a competitive state even in 2015 when the deal was made. The company said in an SEC filing these pressures are expected to continue and have resulted in a loss of market positioning to our competitors in the digital advertising business. Yeah, Verizon, you bought a couple of dying businesses. That's what happened there. Oath also has achieved lower than expected benefits from the integrations of the Yahoo Incorporated and AOL Incorporated businesses, Verizon said. So they don't have an easy way to integrate it into their platform. Let's see. The Oath strategy was engineered under a previous leadership regime, including Verizon CEO Lowell McAdam and former AOL CEO Tim Armstrong. Well, sounds like Verizon got tricked into that one. McAdam is retiring and Armstrong exited Oath this fall. So the people who did this deal aren't even around anymore. K. Guru Gaurapan, formerly an executive at China's Alibaba Group, interesting, which is, very nearly affiliated with Yahoo. It's my understanding that Yahoo actually owns Alibaba, so that's fascinating. Took over the reins at Oath as CEO effective October 1st, reporting to Verizon CEO Hans Vestberg, who stepped into the job in August. In the SEC filing, Verizon said the new leadership team, including Gaurapan and Vestberg, completed a 5-year strategic planning review of Oath's business prospects. What are they, garbage? Verizon also said in the filing that it will take a charge of $1.8 billion to $2.1 billion, so $2 billion, in the fourth quarter of 2018 for severance costs, after around over 10,000 employees accepted the company's voluntary buyout offer. Geez, nearly half of those employees will exit in December. Sounds like, man, it sounds like they acquired a company that was already dying. They ran it into the ground, and now it's going to go through a second round of dying. In addition, Verizon disclosed that it expects to complete a reorganization of legal entities associated with it, so they're going to restructure it. There was on a one-time deferred tax benefit of around $2 billion. So they might be able to offset their taxes by about $2 billion, but that does not come close to the hit they're going to take on this. And, I mean, the big reason I even thought this was interesting is that, and I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments, so please throw something down there. Try your best to put yourself in the position of a Verizon CEO in the year 2015 and ask yourself, would it be worth it to purchase Yahoo or AOL or both of them? Would it be worth it? Would you do it? And why? And if not, tell me why as well, because I mean, obviously I'm in the camp that says this was a terrible business idea, and they should have seen it was a terrible business idea in the first place. I mean, maybe if they were going to come in there, fully integrate it into their platform, and just throw it at Google to try to make it more competitive, just pump money into it, make it more competitive, use Verizon's arm of phone as a phone company to just, set Yahoo as like the default system in all these phones, maybe they could have had a chance to claw their way back up. But without taking any definitive moves like that, it seems like it was a wasted opportunity by Verizon, especially after taking a gamble on such a nothing company, both nothing companies. Well, anyways, guys, I mean, please leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think about this. I'm fascinated by decisions like this, and I want to know what kind of you guys would think about that. Would you do it? Would you not do it? Why? Why not? Also, if you liked the video, please give me a like down below. Hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate that. It helps the channel to grow, and I love it. Check out my other videos. I mean, without anything else to say, I guess you guys should just enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, I hope you have a good one. Until next time.